Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Family, friends, faculty, staff, and of course, the class of 2026. When I first got to the University of New Haven, I thought that college was supposed to feel like running. Chasing goals, chasing deadlines, chasing the next big thing. And if you've ever seen me power walking across campus, from a mock trial practice to a sorority executive board meeting to an honors thesis event, you can probably understand why I believed that. But during my sophomore year, I was sitting in my grandma's backyard, overwhelmed by all the things I thought I was supposed to be doing. Studying abroad in Prado, landing internships, joining every club that would have me. Planning for a future I felt like I needed to figure out immediately. My grandma listened, nodded, and then very simply said, "Sam, just be where your feet are." I don't even know if she remembers saying it, but I do. Because in that moment, I didn't need advice about my future. I needed permission to stop running. That sentence stayed with me, and honestly, it stopped me from sprinting so fast through college that I forgot to actually live it while I was here. And standing here today, looking out at all of you, I realize that every single moment that mattered, every friendship, every opportunity, and every accomplishment came from being grounded right where my feet were. My feet were in Prato, Italy, where I met classmates who became family abroad, and I learned how big the world really is. And my feet were in Berg 307 every Sunday for Phi Sigma Sigma chapter, where I served as vice president and learned what it means to lead with empathy, hold people accountable with kindness, and be surrounded by women who constantly push each other to grow. They were in honors classes where professors challenged me, classmates inspired me, and every project somehow taught me something I didn't expect. Even my building games class, where I tried coding for the first time and stayed up past midnight researching video games just to make it work. They were in legal society, juvenile justice club, and mock trial, places where I met some of the most driven and passionate people I have ever known. And my feet were here, on this campus, in the everyday moments, grabbing Dunkin' before class, laughing in the booths in Jasmine's, talking to my favorite professor, shout out Professor Settlemeyer, wherever you are, and walking with friends who became my constants. None of those moments felt huge at the time, but they formed the foundation we are standing on today. And that's the thing. We all arrived here in a very different pair of shoes. Some of us took baby steps. Some of us sprinted. Some of us stumbled backwards once or twice. And some of us took giant leaps we didn't know we were capable of at the time. There were semesters where being present felt impossible, where just showing up was worth celebrating. We did not all accomplish the same things, but we all accomplished something. Maybe it was passing a W course without crying in the hallway. Maybe it was finishing the capstone presentation you thought you would never survive. And maybe it was registering for classes at 7 a.m. and somehow, miraculously, keeping your Fridays open. But every step counted, and every step brought us here to this same place together for what might be the last time we all share the same ground. So I want to ask you all, just for a moment, to look down. Literally, look at your feet. They carried you through charge-in, first roommate experiences, late night studying, early morning classes, finals, homecoming, heartbreaks, breakthroughs, homesickness, charge out, victories, and all of the moments in between. Today, they are resting on the ground where you will soon become a University of New Haven graduate. And that is no small thing. As we leave here today and step into whatever comes next, like jobs, grad school, uncertainty, and opportunity, I hope we carry this with us. Be present, be grounded, and as my grandma would say, be where your feet are, even as those feet start moving again. Because we earned this pride. We earned this unity. We earned the right to stand here as Chargers, as graduates, and as people who did not just make it through college. We lived it, we shaped it, and we shaped each other. Class of 2026, take one last look at where your feet are today. And then look up, because wherever they land next, we are ready. Congratulations, everyone. We did it.